This is a straight to the point guide on what the Spirit Urn is in Deadlock. I'm going to cover how the urn works, the rewards you get, and the fastest known methods to transport the urn, both cheese and legit. So what is the Spirit Urn? To keep it simple, the Spirit Urn is a side objective in Deadlock that can be completed to get a bunch of souls. The first urn will spawn in 10 minutes into the game at the same time as mid-boss. It can spawn at either side of the map at any one of 2 altars. These altars can be located just off to the side of yellow lane and just off to the side of purple lane. To see which side it is spawned on, you'll see a ping at either one of the locations on the minimap. It does take a while for it to hover down from the sky, 25 seconds to be exact, so you don't have to go rushing there right at 10 minutes. And when it's available for pickup at 10 minutes 25, you'll hear this notification sound.
The Spirit Urn is waiting to be claimed.
So this is how the urn works. Once the Spirit Urn finally lands, any member of any team can pick it up. It's a neutral objective. Once you pick up the Spirit Urn, you'll notice a few things are different about your game. You can no longer fire your gun, you can no longer cast abilities, you can't use teleporters, and you can't use the colored ziplines. And just so you know, you can't use your active abilities either. So you can't warp step with the urn to get further, and you can't cast Unstoppable with the urn either. So if you get jumped, you're gonna have to drop the urn and then cast Unstoppable. However, you can still jump, slide, dash, and dash jump. So those movement options are also available for you to get across. You can also climb the rope still and get up on top of the buildings. This can make an easier way for you to traverse with the Spirit Urn. Once you have the urn, it is your job to deliver it to the opposite altar. If it's spawned at the yellow altar, you have to make your way over to the purple altar and deliver it there, and vice versa. The green square on the minimap shows the drop-off point. It will stay green as long as a member of your team is carrying the urn, and it will turn red if the enemy takes possession of the urn. The player that is holding the urn will stay invisible on the minimap to the enemy team unless they're able to get vision on the holder of the urn. The person holding the urn will also get a +3 sprint bonus. Now, if the soul urn is dropped, if a player is within its radius, it will remain in place and can be picked up by another player. However, if there are no players within the radius of the urn will slowly start to move back to its original pickup point. Just so you know, if you kill an enemy just before they're going to deposit the urn, you can pick up the urn yourself and then deposit it straight away. So it's not a bad tactic sometimes to let the enemy make the whole journey and you just pick them off at the end and drop the urn off yourself. After the initial spawn at the 10th minute, every 5 minutes from this point onwards, a new urn will spawn in. So this will be at the 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, etc. And it doesn't matter how late the previous urn was captured, the next urn will still spawn in. So for example, you can see here that I captured the 25-minute urn at around 29 minutes 50 seconds. And straight away, the 30-minute urn still spawned in. Just a side note, the urn spawns do not overlap. So if the 50-minute urn comes up and the 10-minute one still hasn't been picked up, the urn will respawn so that the soul amount can increase. Also, a common misconception is that the urn alternates between spawn points. This is not true, and the urn has a 50% chance of spawning at either altar. So what do you get when you turn into Spirit Urn? As I mentioned at the start of the video, you get a bunch of souls. When the Spirit Urn is on the ground, you can see how many souls you'll get. It's kind of hard to see right now because the game's in alpha, it bugs out a bit, and the tag is behind the urn. If I stop on this frame right here, you can see the first urn at 10 minutes gives me 3,500 souls if captured. Depending on how long the game goes on for, it exponentially increases. So for example, if you see here, the 40-minute urn gives me 9,500 souls. So once the urn has been captured, this total amount of souls will be split between your team. So if you have a full team, it will be split between 6 of you. However, if you were the runner that delivered the urn, you're going to get a 25% increase of souls on top of that amount, as well as an additional ability point to spend on one of your abilities. So there's good reason to deliver it yourself and not just wait for your teammates to do it. Speaking of which, these are the best ways right now to deliver the Spirit Urn. So let's get the cheesy ones out the way first. Let's go over the Ivy cheese ult method and the magic carpet method. So with Ivy, you guys might know that her ability is to fly. Now, if you're able to time the fly ability just right before the urn suppresses your abilities, you'll be able to pick up the urn whilst in flight. And right off the rip, without having to be a high level or even with many items at all, you'll be able to deliver that urn from point A to point B in one flight. Now, if you're not an Ivy player, there's also another means of flying across the map with the urn, and that's by using magic carpets active. Now, unless you have a very high movement speed character or pop an ability with high movement speed just before you pop magic carpet with the urn, you're not going to be able to make it all the way. But it will take you quite a distance, and with some characters like Mo and Krill, you could pretty much make it all the way. For example, like with Mo and Krill, if you pop the Borrow's ability just beforehand and then hit the magic carpet, you'll go zooming across the map. But anyway, so do both the Ivy and the magic carpet. It's the exact same timing. The second the soul urn bar is at this point right here, pop your ability, either magic carpet or the IVO, and the urn will be perfectly picked up on time. You can also add Kelvin to this list with his ice ramp. He can get pretty far with the ice ramp with certain items, and it's the exact same method. Just use the Kelvin ice ramp just as you're about to pick it up. You could even use that for teammates. You could even escort teammates across the way. And another one is just using high stamina characters that have a lot of dashes and a lot of jumps. Usually you would let higher stamina characters pick up urns early game if you're not doing any of these more creative methods. Remember, this time that you spend escorting the urn could be used to be getting souls from other means such as farming. So getting across the way as quickly as possible is very important. And sometimes it might not even be worth you taking the urn yourself and you just let your teammates do it instead. And you could even use characters such as Haze that has high stamina as well as movement speed from abilities like Smoke Bomb. Just look how fast I could get across the map by using Haze. Coupling this with the Veil Walker ability passive, you're going to be zooming across the map without even having to dash or jump. It's absolutely crazy. It literally took me like 15 seconds to get across the whole map with haste. So there are so many different creative ways to get across the map fast with the urn. Like you could even use rescue beam as well. I'm sure there's gonna be so many more methods that are gonna be developed throughout the years of Deadlock. Maybe even some of these ones have been patched already by the time you're watching this. But there are a lot of creative ways to transport it. Hopefully this guide was fast and to the point and you guys were able to understand all of it and you have a better understanding of what the Spirit Urn is. If you guys did like the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Deadlock guides and high MMR gameplay. And also be sure to roll through to the Twitch streams. I'm gonna be streaming Deadlock every single day. I'm in love with this game right now. Be sure to roll through if you want to see some high MMR gameplay. Anyways, I've been Faris. See you guys next time.